Have you ever felt defeated by a checkbox? Not a college entrance exam, not a job interview, just a tiny little square that says, "I'm not a robot." It sounds like a joke, but the moment you're forced to pick every single traffic light inside 9 microscopic boxes and it still says you're wrong, you start. I'm wondering. Wait, I am human. Right. Here's the irony. That test was designed to block machines. Yet more and more often, humans are the ones getting confused. And what if I told you that every time you solve a CAPTCHA, you're not just proving you're human, you're stepping into an ongoing evolutionary race between humans and machines, a race with no finish line. And maybe we're secretly teaching our opponent how to defeat us. Sounds cinematic. Give it a moment. The real story is even stranger. Imagine the internet as an ancient city, and CAPTCHA is the gate. Back then, that gate was simple. It asked you to type distorted letters that looked like they had been chewed up by a broken printer. The idea came from researchers at Carnegie Mellon University in the early 2000s. Computers couldn't read warped text. Humans still could. Problem solved. But nothing stays still. AI learns fast. Character recognition models, the kind later pushed forward by companies like Google, began reading crooked letters, grainy images, even half-cut words. CAPTCHA had to evolve. So we moved to images. Select all the squares with buses. Select all the crosswalks. You remember those. Right, that tiny square showing just the corner of a wheel. You stare at it for 3 seconds. Click. Wrong. The city wall started changing shape constantly. It was no longer a simple puzzle. It became something adaptive. Every time AI broke through one layer of defense, engineers built another. This wasn't a test anymore. It was a chase. And here's the paradox: who's helping AI get stronger? The fastest, us. Every time you correctly select a bus in a CAPTCHA, the system records it. Not just to verify you're human. That click becomes training data for computer vision models. Computer vision sounds complicated. Right. In reality, it's just teaching machines to see the world through pixels. A 300 times 300 image means 90. 000 color points. To a machine, it's a matrix of numbers. To you, it's a crowded street. CAPTCHA turns your intuition into training data. The reCAPTCHA system was eventually acquired by Google and deeply integrated into its services. When you select a crosswalk, there's a good chance you're helping refine algorithms used in things like self-driving cars. Every click becomes a vote. This is a bus. That's not a poll. Do you see the loop now? We teach AI how to recognize the world. AI becomes smarter. Once it's smart enough to beat the old CAPTCHA, engineers create a new, harder one. Then we solve it again. Teach again. Upgrade the opponent again. It's like training a boxer every day, only to realize one morning that you're the one stepping into the ring. Too dramatic. Hold on. The most interesting part is still ahead. Let's personify AI for a second. Imagine it as a creature growing inside a digital laboratory. At first, it couldn't read distorted text. After millions of data points, it reads fluently. Show it traffic lights, it guesses wrong. Feed it billions of examples. Suddenly, it recognizes them in rain, in backlight, even when a billboard blocks half the frame. Every step forward by AI forces CAPTCHA to become more bizarre. Twisted grids, strange logic questions, systems that don't even ask anything. They just analyze how you move your mouse, how fast you scroll, the tiny tremor in your hand. Sounds like science fiction. Not really. It's an evolutionary race. In nature, faster predators force prey to become faster. Here, smarter bots push defense systems to become more sophisticated. And at the end of this road lies a haunting question. If one day AI understands the world better than we do, recognizing images faster, more accurately, without fatigue, what will CAPTCHA even test? Emotion, sarcasm, the ability to understand a half-finished joke, or will humans someday struggle through machine-designed tests just to prove we're still human enough to access the internet. It sounds far away. But think back just a few years ago. You had to type passwords for everything. Now, some sites only need you to exist and move like a normal person. This war has no gunfire, no smoke, just silent clicks, and you're participating. Whether you realize it or not, next time you see a box asking, "Are you a robot?" Pause for a second, not to question reality, just to notice that you've stepped into a digital evolutionary arena. And if one day CAPTCHA asks you to select all images that feel nostalgic, I'll come back and tell you the rest of the story, because by then, things will be far stranger than they are today.